In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
How about that play? Yeah, that was a great job by the return man, but how about the execution and the blocking? Everybody getting a hat on a hat. They set up that return perfectly. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. The ball pops out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Going up top on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He wants to pass it on second down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the... He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion. And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. Quick step and go. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket start. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd,
touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
North Carolina, 7.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger step.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Bulls his way forward. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shakes off the tackler. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
And you just wonder, when is it going to happen for this true freshman? We know he's got so much talent and ability. The coaching staff was so excited about him coming into this season. He hasn't been able to score quite yet this year, but...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the result, Florida 28, North Carolina 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go to the ground. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UNC! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The AT unit on the field. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
North Carolina, 14.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the move at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and show.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in...
Sent it downfield. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's caught inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half.
Got a lot of running room. Quarterback gets enough. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. And the pass hits. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Florida 42, North Carolina 28.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well. You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He finds his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Makes the catch and knocked down. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
It's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Gators are flying down the field.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it
got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
49, North Carolina, 28.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. This defense is completely backed up after that one. Ball touchdown inside the 30. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Gator! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there getting set. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Going up top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They keep attacking through the air. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways, and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially.
He's going up top. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give to the left side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 56, North Carolina 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to him, down goes the quarterback.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. Found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big.
And there he goes. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Slips away. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
59, North Carolina, 35.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He wants to take the top off. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They think there's room to run to the right here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
North Carolina, 35.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position, starting the drive with a 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Gators! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they swarm him under.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively. Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
5 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 1st down, sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Finds his tight end. And the ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.